The copycat attack. Were the British to blame for a devastating attack on their allies? Early in November 1940, unnoticed, the British fleet slips out of Alexandria and steams into the Mediterranean. 1 year later, in November 1941, unnoticed, the Japanese fleet slips out of port and steams into the Pacific. 11th of November 1940, in the darkness of the early evening, the British task force was in range of its target, the Italian Navy base at Taranto. 7th of December 1941, in the darkness of the early morning, the Japanese task force was in range of its target, the American Navy base at Pearl Harbor. The Italians had declared war on the British on the 10th of June 1940, 5 months previously. The Japanese did not declare war on America until 7.5 hours after the attack on Pearl Harbor. 11th of November 1940, the British launched a surprise attack in a bid to destroy the Italian fleet at Taranto. 7th of December 1941, the Japanese launched a surprise attack in a bid to destroy the United States fleet at Pearl Harbor. 8:30 p.m. In the darkness of the night, the first wave of 12 aircraft are launched from the British aircraft carrier HMS Illustrious. 6:10 a.m. In the darkness of the night, the first wave of 200 aircraft is launched from the Japanese aircraft carriers. The British attack on Taranto takes the Italians by complete surprise. British planes flying low to launch torpedoes and drop bombs. The Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor takes the Americans by complete surprise. Japanese planes flying low to launch torpedoes and drop bombs. An hour after the first attack, a second wave of 9 British planes commenced their attack. Just over an hour after the first attack, a second wave of 171 Japanese planes commenced their attack. A small number of British planes had inflicted heavy damage to the Italian fleet. A large number of Japanese planes inflicted heavy damage to the American fleet. In a short time, British aircraft sank 3 Italian battleships and seriously damaged 3 cruisers and 2 destroyers. In a short time, Japanese aircraft sank or seriously damaged 19 American warships. In a single night, the Italian fleet lost half of its capital ships. The balance of power swings to the British Mediterranean fleet. In a single day, the US Pacific fleet is decimated. The aircraft carriers are at sea, and the Japanese do not gain the balance of power in the Pacific. The British attack on Taranto made front-page news across the world. Frank Knox, Secretary of the US Navy, advises that precautionary measures be taken immediately to protect Pearl Harbor. No precautionary measures are taken. The Japanese sent 2 delegations to analyse the attack by the British on the Italian fleet at Taranto. The attack on Taranto by the British was the first all-aircraft ship-to-ship attack in history and a turning point in naval warfare.